And then it's gonna happen.
All right, cool. We in here. We here. We here. Hey, shout out to Traveling Cigar. So glad to have you because I know you got like some great information that you want to spill upon the people. Hold on, man. You done told all your people. I didn't get a chance to tell the people. And I feel like, you know what? I feel like you have some questions. I'm just afraid of your questions right now. But I feel like you have some. So, oh, do we go
First
on?
question would be is how can he see through those sunglasses? They're like blackouts.
Oh man, see,
I mean,
there you go.
I'm a rock star, Rob. Come on, man. You already.
I reserve all comment now.
It was like if you seen this setup right now, we'd have 3 lights on probably like 6,000 K.
Yeah, the sun is out.
Yeah,
the sun is out inside where we at right now. See, I had to use a lot of light because I'm dark skinned, so I'm trying to get the light skin effect. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm trying to. Hey y'all, what's going on? We are on live.
Obviously, I have better lighting than he does. I got the light skin going on.
You have permanent light. Yeah. we got Cigar Rockstar.
Let's go.
And we are live right now. You guys go ahead and move over to the Zoom. If you guys don't know, just go ahead and hit the link in the bio, in my bio, in his bio. Go to the story, click. The password is talk. Let's have a conversation. We're having a conversation right now. We're in the lounge. This is lounge talk. We're having lounge talk right now. You guys come on up. What up though? Hey man, Caesar Bill is on here. Look at it. Caesar, come on. Hop on the Zoom because we got stuff to talk about. This is the platform where we're talking and we're having good conversation. And we got Rob on right now. Y'all say what up to Rob. All right, cool. We got Rob on right now, Traveling Cigar. He's gonna lead us off with questions because this is not your usual podcast This is not your usual podcast platform. This is where everybody is involved. This is a conversation, people. This is a conversation. So
here we go.
You're the first guest, or is he the first guest? Yeah. You're in here now. You got your screen on. So therefore, Traveling Cigar, let's have the conversation. Let's start the topic. Go.
So let's talk about being a lounge owner.
Let's talk about being a lounge owner. All right, cool.
And I'm going to ask an easy one.
Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception people have about lounge owners?
The biggest misconception people have about lounge owners is that we make a lot of money when the doors open. I think that's the biggest one. The biggest one, people are like, oh, well, if you have a lounge, then you got to have money already. And that's not it. That is not it. Like there is a whole grinding process to it. And there's a whole development process to it. Like if you're able to come on the scene and make a pretty penny immediately, good for you. However, my partner and I, we have been in the trenches.
You have no idea.
We have been in the trenches. Yeah. So, we have everything. Yeah. So that's the biggest misconception. Yeah, that's good, man.
So I'll give you the one that I see.
All right.
People think that lounge owners smoke for free.
What? They said lounge owners smoke for free. Hey guys, listen, you guys need to come on, hop on, Lounge Talk right now. It's myself, Traveling Cigar, and Cigar Rockstar. He's our special guest. Hop on right now, Lounge Talk.
One more time for the people over here.
Oh, my bad. Hop on right now, Lounge Talk. Right now, link is in the bio. We're on right now. At This Is Lounge Talk. Like it's all right. Or just go to any one of our stories. It's there. Just click the link. Let's have the conversation. Hop in this conversation.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. In a minute.
I don't know, y'all. We'll see y'all in a minute. Link in IAMJAMISON's bio. Link in this is Lounge Talk bio. It's in the stories.
Yeah, we there. All right.
We'll see you soon.
So we do not smoke for free. even down to when we have brand representatives come in and they want to pass along their sticks for us to try. That encounter isn't free. they are literally attempting to get us to buy their product. So I don't know what happened. What they say? Something happened with us.
Looks like your camera turned off.
Oh, is the camera? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. All right. Just checking. Had to make sure. All right. No sudden movements, everybody. We got a lot of people on the set. No.
Hey, by the way, we can see the reflection behind you. So looks like you're watching is that the football game on behind you?
Yeah. Again, this is so the point of Lounge Talk, man, is so that we can literally. This is not about cigars. This could be about football, man. Are you going for the Steelers? Are you going for who is that? The Titans, the Tennessee Titans? Who are you going for tonight?
I got to go for the Titans because they are the Houston Oilers.
A lot of people don't know that, man.
So, in all seriousness, I grew up down in Florida back in the 70s and 80s. Every year when Tampa Bay Bucks played the Houston Oilers, it was called the Toilet Bowl.
It was called the Toilet Bowl?
Because they were both so bad.
Oh man.
Yeah,
but the Steelers though, I feel like they have more of a history. They have more of a I don't know. This is more like je ne sais quoi. When you say Steelers, is more historical, more. Yeah, it's different to me. So I think there's way more.
They kind of make me think of the '80s Detroit Pistons. When I think of the Steelers, I think of roughnecks that are going to beat my ass.
Yeah. But that's the culture they instilled in them.
Shout out to Detroit. No. We're so glad to actually have you on. We've had shout out to you, by the way, Cigar Rockstar, for another successful Cigar Rocktober.
Oh man, thank you, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's give you your flowers, right, man. You have no idea, man.
I appreciate it. People don't even know. Of course, you understand, but the trials and tribulations behind the curtain.
Yeah, and the pivots
that I went through. Man,
the pivots,
and I feel
Mother Nature was not your friend this time.
Oh, that and some family stuff going on.
Yeah.
And cigar. You know what it is, man. You know what it is.
So that actually is a great point. People think that those of us that they see online doing what we do, going to the events, doing the parties, hosting, they think our lives are just often case perfect.
Yep.
Or we lead these lives that are, everybody. I guess the point is we all have regular lives. We have those same trials and tribulations that other people do. And sometimes they don't realize that what they see online is what we show them.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, I think that's another reason for Lounge Talk, because this is the opportunity. If people want to know, this is probably the only place you're gonna know when it comes to me. Like, it's probably gonna be the only place, because my circle is already built. My family is already in place. My brothers are already there.
That may be the most casual they ever see you dressed.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my I'm trying to get my jihadist on right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. but
okay, I'm getting off before I get bombed.
No. We're gonna talk about that in 1 second. But before we do that, I'm so glad to have you on, because what we have here, we didn't get a chance to smoke with you this weekend, and we were looking forward to it so badly. You have no idea. Like, and then we
already stripped it, but you had the lounge, your favorite edition.
Yeah, the Drew Estate, let's how we dress it up right there. Boom, there we go. There we go. Let's put the ribbon on her.
It was on there.
Let's put the ribbon on her.
No, but for real, Rob, we bought these and thinking of you, man, like 100%.
I appreciate it. I wish I would have been there or could have been there. And who would have known that a stupid ear thing would keep you from being able to travel?
I know.
Yeah.
I know that dangerous, poisonous lions, tigers, bears, and spiders are out there.
Damn that Florida.
No, well, usually though, when usually people have ear infections, man, it's actually tied to vertigo as well. You know, you got the liquid in your ears, you know, to help with equilibrium. Sometimes
Well,
when
if I
that's
would have vertigo, I'm just gonna drink.
yeah, oh, that helps, Rob.
Balance or unbalanced. There it is, right? Two negatives equal to positive, don't it? Something like that.
So I just want to know which one of you went with the mohawk on Halloween this year.
You know what? I forgot it was Halloween.
Yeah, we had a meeting, a dinner meeting.
Yeah,
a business meeting, dinner. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah,
we had a meeting.
We were already in the middle of planning Cigar Rocktober 2024, and that consumed a lot of Halloween. So I went as Jameson. Who did you go as?
Who did I go as?
You went as Prince.
Some French guy. I had my beret on, so I was French.
Yeah,
I had this
was
study.
The raspberry beret.
He was
Menage a trois. That's all.
He was the special forces for the queen. That's what that was. I need fire.
No, but I actually had a legit question. So when people come to the lounge, trying to get in the lounge, do they give you enough cigars for you? If they do, do you hand them out to your members? Do you get lounge input, member input on what you bring in, or is it just, is it just all?
It's 100%. It's 100% the members. It's 100% the guests. Like whenever I have
we'll talk about a disclaimer there. So technically, reps cannot hand out cigars to the consumers anymore.
Yeah.
So most lounge owners will use them as a perk for their paid members because they can give them to them. But a rep today cannot come in and just say, "Hey, do you mind if I hand them out to your guys to see what they think?"
Right.
So
So
we want to make sure that lounge owners do adhere to the proper regulations so they don't get shut down.
So ultimately at the end of the day, I pass it. It could be sometimes it could be anyone, if you walk into the door at the right time, and I just want you to smoke with me, I don't necessarily carry myself as like that real shrewd or real I don't know, stiff lounge owner. Like if you're around, we're gonna have a good time regardless. So if you just
to clarify there, what you can do as a lounge owner with your patrons is different than what a rep can do if they come in.
Oh, right. So what I end up doing ultimately is allowing the people, that come in, hey, try this. Hey, try this, And I'm blessed to have a real great audience of authentic and just real cigar smokers, man, that will tell the truth. If your shit is bullshit, they'll be like, man, this is some bullshit. And they'll tell me to my face, like, hey, man, it's some bullshit you gave me. I'm like, all right, cool. So I know that's not what I'm bringing in, and that's not what we're gonna do. Yeah. But why we keep talking about cigars, man? We're on the brink of World War III.
Hey, we must be, because I like them gas prices right now, though.
So here's one for you that took me off guard today. We'll talk about that. So you saw that, the president wanted to have them call a ceasefire for the time being.
You said
I was shocked. A ceasefire between Hamas and the Israelis. I was shocked, though, to see, and I was surprised to see Hillary Clinton say that would be a bad thing.
I didn't know
and
that.
Her statement today was it would be bad because basically it gives, in her words, Hamas time to regroup. But the reason I found it interesting more than anything was to see Hillary deviate from the president since they are the same party. I was a bit surprised by that.
Really? What do you mean deviate, though? I mean,
Biden's calling for a ceasefire, but then Hillary says that would be a bad thing.
No, but I mean, do you agree with the how do you feel about it?
Man, that's
not the disagreement. Not the disagreement. How about this? I don't want nobody to be fighting. That's for one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
However, I don't like the politics of war. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna beat my ass, just come on over here and beat my ass. Let's stop dragging this out. Like if we stop threatening to do whatever you're gonna do, and let's just do it, and then let's retaliate, and I'm not talking about America. I'm just talking about even just over there. America don't necessarily even have to be involved. It's just a matter of let's get this done. What do we keep talking about?
See, I'm a fan of Teddy Roosevelt's statement, or belief was, carry the big stick because then they leave you alone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Which I think we as a country used to do really well. I don't know that, and it's not about instilling fear, it's about instilling respect, I believe.
No, I think America is one of the least respected countries out of any country that's in first world.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, war sucks in the way around it.
Oh yeah. I'm very anti-war because of my own beliefs and my own experience nowadays. But it's, man, it's always a tough situation. So the good thing about, there's nothing good about war, but if you had to relate something positive about war is at least whenever, when America's at war, there is no better patriots than any other country to me than America. Like whenever, like let's talk about Iraqi freedom or whatever. When America was at war, the mainland was so united and so combined, and so everybody was, for the troops and all that. And there's no other camaraderie to me, a country coming together than war. On the flip side of that, man, you know how many times I had to knock on people's doors, sounding like their son died or something like that. That's a tough part, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was a messenger before, man, 3 times.
Dang.
And then I was assistant.
I'm a proponent of, let's look at the real problems. I mean, human greed is a large part of it.
Always.
But as humans, Americans, world citizens, we started taking care of each other better and really looked at the issues. Let's get rid of homelessness. Let's get rid of hunger. Let's get rid of, those type things. I think a lot of the inherent fighting around the world would start to subside, because when people tend to get violent for one or two reasons: they're greedy bastards, or there's a lack of resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, but I think war is inevitable for humans. I just think that's the way humans are wired.
Mm-hmm.
But, and maybe it's not a popular belief, but I look at all the money we send across the world for foreign aid to countries who don't even like us. But how are we sending hundreds and millions, if not into the billions of dollars, to other countries when we have people that are we can get into all kinds of side subjects, but we have homelessness. We have people that are worried about their next meal.
Right.
Why don't we take care of our own crap? And I'm not saying we should ignore the world, but we have a lot of things we could do here to benefit our own. I think we as a American society should focus more on that than always trying to get in everybody else's business.
I agree. I 1,000% agree with you. But the thing I think about, maybe I'm glad to have full-time guy, whatever it is. But we don't know the politics of why we're doing it. Like we give other countries millions of dollars, billions of dollars. I don't know what the trade is on top of that. I don't know what we're receiving off. I don't know if it's to keep the American economy better than it was. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of the problem, because all of the media, whether it be online news, TV news, you'd never really know what angle it's coming from or the story that's being told.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, we know the media tells us a narrative that we're supposed to be told. And I'm not a massive conspiracy theorist, but I've been across the world, and both of you have as well. People generally like to get along.
Yeah.
And when the media is always telling us that people don't get along.
Yeah.
And I'll just speak to the three of us. If you look at the three of us, we're three very, very different people, both from the way we dress to our occupations to our backgrounds. But the three of us are family. And that's what I look at. I'm going, how is it that happens? But then I see what the media tells me. It's not what I experience when I actually have conversations with people.
And it's not what I experienced when I go over to the Middle East. Like, the stuff that I remember my first time going, I think it was Kuwait, and I was in the Air Force when I went to Kuwait for the first time. And I was so nervous because of all of the propaganda that was spewed out here on American soil about Kuwait. And you know, we had like maybe a free day or something that nature where we could leave the base, right? We could leave base. And I was so nervous. It took me hours to just get the nerve up to go outside of the gates. And as soon as I made it outside of the gates, man, do you know it was the greatest freaking party ever?
Yeah.
It was the greatest freaking party. In the shop, it was great. The women was, I mean, the women, yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
But you know, I think that speaks to why all three of us do what we do in the cigar world and cigar community. It's about building people together.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I honestly believe if more groups that are not cigar smokers started paying attention to the cigar community, yes, we have the little fights and then crap that everybody has, but as a whole, the cigar community is one of the best places that I've ever encountered.
Well, the cigar community is most definitely the most inviting. Like the cigar community invites you in if you hang around, if you drink good, but you don't really smoke cigars, right? They'll go ahead and invite you in. Like, he's the guy with the drinks. Come on over, right? But like think about trying to join a car club with a bike. That shit ain't happening. It's not happening. They got strong stipulations and rules on that shit, you know.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah, Rockstar, man. So what was your highlight from Cigar Rocktober?
Well, you know, man, no BS, man. I was just simply happy that we got through all 5 days accomplished. I felt accomplished.
So there's not one highlight.
But my favorite night, bro. I mean,
I could guess.
my favorite night.
Who to go?
Come on, ride the train.
I mean, the Gentlemen's Club, of course, man, because I mean, it went a lot. Robin went so much smoother this year. There was new management, so I had to do some meetings with them, and the hospitality was great. Their staff was amazing. We had the whole second floor, which if you would have seen the place, you know that. I mean, it's man, everything was good.
It's like the whole second floor was like 2 of my lounges, maybe 2.5. So imagine that much seating room, that much availability, and that many women covering the premises. Who to go?
Yeah. And it was there. So they was really apprehensive about doing cigars. About cigars bother people, whatever, blah blah. So I was really excited that they gave me it. It was their first cigar night. Man.
Yeah, people
that don't happen.
Well, let's talk about why are people so afraid of cigars, man? But a motherfucker smoke weed all day.
All day. I don't know. I guess it's heavier. I don't know.
Man.
Well, the question would be why it's a social pariah in the media, but the reality is,
hold on. Some of our guests didn't go to college, man. You gotta calm that down.
It just tobacco. Anything tobacco related has been beat up for the last 30 years, starting with cigarettes, which take or leave, I won't state an opinion, but it's just all gets thrown in. Vapes, cigars, cigarettes, chewing tobacco, snuff, it all gets thrown in the same. Mm-hmm. So you've got a basket full of oranges, bananas, apples, pears, and they're saying, hey, you just want a piece of fruit.
Hey, that's a good analogy right there.
Nice. And here's a great example. Grand Havana Room up in New York. I can tell you the people are up there, and there's politicians, others that have all spoken against tobacco use, but they're up there.
Yep.
And I think people are afraid of what other people complaining. But I think a lot of places are probably afraid of it just due to the smell that can accumulate in a building or a club or other places, and the potential hazards of people ashing on chairs and ruining furniture. would be my guess.
Oh,
But
so
I look at it the other way. If you consider somebody that's sitting down and smoking a cigar, you know they're there for 2 hours at least.
Yeah.
And so to me, from a retailer or a club or those type things, I want people in there as long as I can get them, because as long as they're in there, they're going to typically keep spending money.
yep.
So
Yeah, I've been in the lounge for a while. I was like, I'll just come and hang out for a little. I might buy a cigar, maybe two, probably at least two, and I'll blow through those while sitting there, and then I'll have to revisit the humidor either on my way out or just to hang out some more because I had some fellows show up that the conversation or something like that.
I think that goes to what this whole podcast is about. So, it's the lounge. It's where people create community, and people want it.
So what do you think is more important, Rob? The customer who comes in and spends $300 every 6 months, or the customer who comes in once a week and spends $50 or whatever it may be?
What you said, $300 or $400?
I just made those arbitrary numbers up, but you know what I mean. Would you rather have somebody who spends a lot of money every 6 months, or that repeat customer who comes in, just buy a couple six every week or two or whatever it may be?
I actually want both. I want the guys who are going to buy the box and
No, you got to
spend
choose.
the money.
Don't do
Those
that.
are nice.
No political shit tonight. This is lounge talk. No political shit tonight. You got to choose one.
Political? How is that political?
Because you was like both, and there's no both. You got to choose one.
I'm saying consumers. I like both.
Yeah.
Because you have the big guys that gives you a good week on your numbers. But on the flip side, if you've got a guy that comes in every week and spends $50, you can really, as a lounge owner, look at your future and go, I have an idea of what the next 6 months will be like. Whereas your guy that comes in once every 3 months, you can't really bank on it.
Yeah, that's true.
So who do you value more?
For me, I value the guy that comes in regularly and buys 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
Because that guy or gal, as it may be, is going to tell their friends, hey, I got this great place. I go sit and hang out for a few hours, realistically spend $50 to $100, but they get 3 hours, 4 hours of entertainment.
Perfect.
And the more you get of those, and on a consistent basis, who doesn't want that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I yeah.
Ash too soon. All right. Yeah. Okay. What's another current event that's happening? Heard about Dwight
Texas
Howard.
Rangers.
I was about to say, Rob, the Rangers just won the World Series.
Wait, they won tonight? Tonight was the night?
Last night, they won their first World Series.
Matter of fact, just for them getting to the World Series, I was blown away by that. Winning 2 games in Houston just to get to Arizona, I was blown. I thought they were done.
Atlanta's supposed to won the World Series. And
Statistically, yes, they should have.
And listen, I'm everything Detroit. I am everything Detroit. However, Atlanta had my attention this entire season. So
but let's talk Atlanta sports. We get let down all the time. We had the biggest fail in a Super Bowl ever, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, it's either you or y'all are the Buffalo Bills. Back in the Buffalo Bills blew something back in the day.
No, it's you know what? Now you talk about it's the Buffalo Bills.
I think they're fourth loss in a row, whatever.
Yeah, no one has ever went to the Super Bowl and lost that many times.
Yeah.
like you are permanently number 2. You're the number 2 best team of all time.
And I think they blew a lead at their last one.
And I got to take a line from Ricky about either you're first or you're last. So they're always the first last guy. So
if you're not number 1, you're always looking at somebody's ass.
There it is. Hey, listen, my team is in the Guinness Book of World Records. So, there's that. And no one, unless they add another NFL team, can beat our record.
Actually, the Lions are doing pretty good this year.
Yeah, the Lions are doing pretty good.
They have
the most Thanksgiving losses ever?
No. We talking about the Guinness Book of World Records, what we're in there for?
Might be the Cowboys though.
No, the Guinness Book. We're in the Guinness Book for the most losses in a season ever. It's like 0-16. Ever.
What happens when you take a Georgia
and
quarterback?
I still ride with them.
The Cowboys play every Thanksgiving, so they might, I don't know their record, but
It's
Well,
what,
the
usually
Cowboys,
Lions, Dolphins.
we just saw the Dolphins are doing well too. Is what I hear.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are doing well. What is your team, man? You never like really chime in on sports, man.
The 40, the San Francisco 49ers.
You're
team.
You're a 49ers fan?
Yep.
Man,
He's still in love with Jerry Rice.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Exactly
That's
what it is. Well, my earliest memories of football, I remember Jerry Rice being electric and super electric,
catching those Joe Montana bombs.
And then I think like Super Bowl, maybe like 1988 or something, 86, maybe 86. They played against the Cincinnati Bengals, and the first black quarterback I ever saw was Jeff Moon. Was his name Jeff Moon? I think something like that.
Warren Moon?
No. It was Jeff Blake. Jeff Blake. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals back in the 80s. So that was just like.
So why aren't the Cincinnati Bengals your favorite team?
Because they lost and they sucked.
Oh,
and Jerry Rice got MVP that year.
All right, do you think Acuna Jr. gonna get MVP? Right, he should. Right,
he should. I mean, he's got all the awards from the players. And
when did they make that? When did they make that announcement? Since the World Series is not over.
But I tell you, man, he was a freak of nature this year.
Yeah, he created his own record. He created a record like never been done before. So yeah, so we already extended our 30 minutes. You know, it's only a half hour. We're gonna slide up now. Watch how many people come over on Instagram and social media. This is so interesting, but that's the reason why we recorded this so we can upload it to YouTube. And we're starting to, Lounge Talk. And we're going to move Lounge Talk over to IG. So we're going to go live on, hold on, you know what? Let me go ahead and do it right now.
So Lounge Talk, you going to be doing this every week, every other week? What do you think about Lounge Talk?
You know what?
What kind of guests you got going on? We might run out of time, so maybe we can slide over to IG.
I'm gonna do it every week, man. Right. I'm gonna do it. Why not? Why not we do it every week, man? And just like be everywhere. You never know, man. I might just fly to Dallas every week. You never know, like that.
or we pop up in any other city
that we in. Like
no, we're going to my place in Florida, and we're gonna do it at the beach.
We're the experience brokers. Oh yeah, we get to do one at the beach.
Man, when we gonna do the trip? I've been wanting to put a trip together for years.
What trip? The Florida trip.
You just gotta wait till it's warm again.
Where it is.
Oh, you know what? We always be ready for the trip. It'd be Rob to be like, oh, I got something to do.
Excuse me for having a job. I'm not independently wealthy like you two.
I got a job, I think. Yeah. Hold on, they about to come on. All right, here we go. You're like, all right, what's going on, guys? We are live. This is now we're about to kick off the after party. Let me wipe off the lens here real quick. I think I smudged it even more. Okay, no, that's better. All right, so everybody come on over. We're about to have a good time over here because Lounge Talk is only supposed to be a 30-minute conversation. It was only supposed to be a 30-minute conversation, y'all. And now we done went over to IG live so we can have a good time. And we still gonna talk shit. I mean, it's just gonna happen. We just still gonna talk shit. Rob, I just haven't seen your beautiful face in a while.
Or the 9 inches, whatever it is now.
Hey, let's not talk about white lightning in public.
Oh,
I don't want Sunshine to be scared of me when she meets me.
Wow.
Oh man.
What you asked about the 9 inches?
We're not going to talk about how he knows about the 9 inches.
That's one hell of a way to close a damn podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, catch us every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central time. I have no idea what time it is Pacific, but you guys can do the math. And yeah, this concludes our first Lounge Talk. We're actually in a lounge right now. We're in the private exclusive Rockstar Lounge. He is so exclusive, we had to come to him. He wasn't coming to us. Shit like that. Shout out to